Then you get in a car with a 1-year-old unrestrained. And did the 1-year-old go into Burlington's with you all while y'all were stealing it? Did y'all leave him in the car by himself? All right, the court is going to call 2022 CR 8297, State of Texas versus Logan Lachelle Armstrong. That party is announced for the record for the state.
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Mike
Defense.
Latimer for the defendant.
And are you Miss Armstrong?
Yes.
The defendant entered a plea of no contest on November 16th, 2022. Applied for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. The state opposes her applications and they are taken in consideration 2022 CR 8298. Have both parties had a chance to read the PSI report?
No, Your Honor, I haven't yet.
Oh, okay. If you guys will read that and then approach. And counsel, state. The court is in receipt of this. Have you had a chance to review it?
Very briefly, I think one of them is a statement from the defendant and a couple of them are character statements.
Okay, all right. Just let me know when you're all ready.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 8297, State of Texas versus Logan Armstrong. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Mike Latimer for the defense.
And are you Miss Armstrong? All right, you're gonna have to make sure you speak up. All right, you entered a plea on November 16th of no contest to evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years. The state is opposed to your application. They're taking in consideration 2022 CR 8298. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes.
All right, any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense? I'm going to need you all to be quiet in the box while we're on the record. Deputy, is there any way to move them to the other end, perhaps? All right, state, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses?
Only the defendant.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record. All right, defense?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. State, Ms. Armstrong, you understand that the judge has to make a very difficult decision today, whether or not to grant your applications for probation and or deferred adjudication or sentence you according to the state's recommendation. What did you want to tell the judge?
I just wanted to tell the judge that I am trying to get my life together. I'm trying to better myself and my studies. I'm trying to use every avenue that's available to help me get back on track and be a better person. That I don't have to go out and commit crimes and stuff like that.
And Ms. Armstrong, two individuals submitted letters of support for you. Could you identify who those people are?
Tanisha Daly is my caseworker at Austin Area Urban League and Kia. I'm sorry, you have to speak up. I can hear you. Tanisha Daly is my caseworker at Austin Area Urban League and Kia Redmond is my.
And the last time we were in court, you represented that you were anticipating getting a job. Have you secured a job?
Yes.
All right, is there a reason why everybody is whispering? I cannot hear.
I can't either.
So everyone in the box, I'm gonna need you to bring it down a notch. And everyone who's in front of me, speak up so I can hear. I'm thinking everybody wants me to be able to hear so I can make a ruling.
Could you describe to the court what job you have secured?
I work as a monitoring a homeless shelter in Austin.
And how many days a week do you work?
It's part-time, so only on the weekends right now.
Is it full day weekends? You're anticipating working full-time eventually with this
Yes.
organization?
Yeah.
Well, you understand your criminal history is rather extensive, correct?
Yes.
And what can you explain to the judge in regards to what happened in your life that would cause you so many arrests, although there's only 6 convictions? But what happened in your life that would cause you to lead that sort of lifestyle?
I was running the streets. Being
Now pass the witness.
Okay. Ms. Armstrong, Who else was in the car with you on the date of his offense?
Tamara Satellite,
Was there anyone else?
Tamara Akins, and and Tamara's son.
Okay. And so during this offense, whenever the police stopped him, he was unrestrained in the backseat, correct?
Right.
How old was he?
He's one.
Okay, so I also wanted to go just briefly into your criminal history, just very briefly again. So you were placed on deferred adjudication back in 2020 for engaging in full offenders crime, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was actually revoked in 2022, is that all correct?
Yes.
Pass it, John.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
I have a question. You want to explain to me why you're going into Burlington's coat factory, stealing coats, and then running from the police with a 1-year-old in the car? Somebody explain to me, what were your thought process? And no offense against Burlington Coat Factory. I've been in there, never been able to find anything, but I don't understand what you thought you were doing, going into Burlington Coat Factory and taking items that don't belong to you.
At the time, I was just I went in there with intentions on getting clothes and selling so that I could have money.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet in the box. So I don't understand why people don't get a job. Whatever happened to getting a job? And whatever happened to, getting a job instead of coming to court and then trying to get your life in order and say, oh, look, I've got a job. People do that every single day. And a lot of times people work jobs they don't want to work. But you know what? When they have children, they knock their pride aside and they'll do whatever they want to do. You think the people who are working at McDonald's want to work fries, although there's nothing wrong with that. But do you think that's their life's dream? I'm going to work fries for the rest of my life. But you know why they do it? Because they got bills to pay. And they're not going to Burlington's Coat Factory, making other people's job hard by stealing items, then running. And I always read the police report. I always read the PSI report and everything that's given to me. So you and your friend go into Burlington, stealing coats or whatever you're stealing from them. Then you get in a car with a 1-year-old unrestrained. And did the 1-year-old go into Burlington's with you all while y'all were stealing it? Did y'all leave him in the car by himself? Well, I mean, it's not, I believe you either know or you don't know. Where was the 1-year-old?
It was 3 people. One of them just walked away and police wasn't in contact.
So the 1-year-old, did the 1-year-old come in Burlington's Coat Factory with you all? So the 1-year-old is left out in the car with some third person. You don't know their name.
Tamara Akins.
So you're the only person who went in Burlington Coat Factory to steal?
No, it was 2 girls. Their both name was Tamara.
Oh, okay. So then the other girl is out in the car, I guess the getaway car, for want of a better term, while y'all go in and steal coats. So explain to me, how did this plan happen? Were you all just sitting around the table and saying, hey, let's go steal coats from Burlington? How did you pick Burlington's Coat Factory? Why not Marshall's? Why not Ross? Why not Dress for Less? Why not the HEB? So explain to me how you all came up with a plan. Let's go steal coats from Burlington.
It wasn't a plan. It was just in the moment.
Oh, y'all just driving around like, hey, there's a Burlington. Let's go in there and steal. Is that the way you're telling me it went down? So how did it go down?
I just went in and saw something and
And what did you take?
Tommy Hilfiger.
All right. So you go into Burlington and you immediately grab the Tommy Hilfiger. Who requested the Tommy Hilfiger? All right. Any other questions?
No.
Done from the state, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll hear argument.
Your Honor, the defendant does have an extensive criminal history, including at least one revocation on the charge that she's on probation on. In addition, facts of this case are pretty harrowing. She had a 1-year-old child in the backseat and she decided to elude the police officers and try to drive away. Instead of just pulling over. The state would recommend that she do time in TDC. This has been something that's been escalating. It's been building up to this point. And at this point, she put someone in that car at risk who had no choice whether or not to be in that car.
All right, and I'm assuming this engaging in organized crime is listed as a misdemeanor. Was that filed as a misdemeanor?
It was out of McClellan County, Your Honor. I don't know the specifics.
Was that a misdemeanor?
Yes,
How much time did you do on that one?
45 days.
All right, defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe Ms. Armstrong kind of grew up too fast. She was born in Louisiana. She's 27 years old now. She has a high school diploma. According to PSI, there are no felony convictions. And also what's important, I think, is that there are no drug offenses. Typically, when you see thefts, you see drugs. She was not stealing to satisfy any kind of drug habit. There are only 6 misdemeanor convictions, although I say only, but there's several arrests. Only 6 misdemeanor convictions. She was a member of the Zion Baptist Church. She has 2 children. The father, one of the children who has no criminal history, was tragically shot and killed in 2017. So she was supporting that child. That's the oldest child. She does volunteer work at the homeless shelter. And she's making these learning boards that while she was detained under this case and under the bond, she was making these learning boards for children to help not only her children, but other children. And it appeared to have picked up, and several people had been buying these learning boards that she's been making for preschool children. She has a mother that's very supportive that she lives with in Temple, Texas. Her father passed away. She is a single mother who's 2 children. She has siblings that also support her. And she has worked very hard to getting this job, and she wants one last chance. And I'm told her it would be her last chance. This is the first felony. And I've stressed upon her that this is very serious, that if she has to comply with every single condition, that she needs to make a copy of the conditions and keep them all over the house if she has to, because I don't want to see her back. She has no intention of coming back here unless it's a discharge of her probation or deferred adjudication. That's it. Thank you.
What does he mean you grew up too fast? I don't understand that.
Well, I think with her, she was with the kind of people that she kind of lost her childhood when she was doing adult things with adult people and getting her involved in things and made bad choices.
All right. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, taking consideration 2022 CR 8298. Court will retain jurisdiction, showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you review that document with your?
Which
This is the document on that you signed the last time regarding no right to appeal.
Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Can I ask,
Sure.
before I'm taking custody, can I see my kids outside?
No, there are some security issues, so that can't happen. Who's outside with your children?
My boyfriend.
How long have you known this boyfriend?
Almost 2 years. We have my youngest kid is
No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Latimer? The court will retain jurisdiction. All right, thank you. And State, do you have the dismissal? Thank you.
It's Marcia and Raina.
May I approach real quick?
Yes.
I have a question. Paul and I had a question, and I'm sure you wouldn't mind me approaching you. It's a paperwork issue. So we have a case where it's a DWI with child. What I offered and what it will work out to is way to an endangering and reduce the DWI child down to a misdemeanor. She's never been magged or indicted on the endangering child. We're doing it as indictment waiver.
Okay.
Are we able to do that on the same indictment? And then from that, you
Yes.
can give 2 points? Okay, cool. Then we'll do that first.
Court is calling 2022 CR 4342. And I'm gonna need you all to be quiet in the box while we're on the record. Court is calling 2022 CR 4342, State of Texas versus Eric Victor Johnson. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Oscar Selena?
Defense?
Ruben Flores for Mr. Johnson.
And are you Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson, I'm going to show you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Eric Victor Johnson who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 4342 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on July 13, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 22nd day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Eric Victor Johnson committed the offense of assault in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? State.
We waive the remaining allegation.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 4 years in prison and up to $1,000 fine? Did you understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
There is not an agreement. Judge.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
The state is requesting a revocation and to amend the judgment for a term of 3 years.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, my client would like an opportunity to be reinstated on probation. I will note that the assault is not family violence. It was a female they were living in Haven and Hope together. He met him and he tried to protect himself and pushed her in the process. So, and that's not a justification, Judge. It's just an explanation that he wants to give, and he asked me to offer to you that he would like an opportunity to be continued on probation.
Well, my question is, what has he done on probation other than this new case? What have you done since you've been on probation?
Actually, I was in the process of looking for steady housing.
Well, I mean, that's not,
In Center for Healthcare Services. I had to continue my treatment with my shrink.
all right, probation,
Okay, sorry.
just a moment. Probation, has he done anything? I'm not the person who placed him on probation. So I don't know what his conditions were listed as, but he's telling me there are mental health issues involved.
Your Honor, I'm not showing that any programs were completed. He was ordered a TAP evaluation, and I'm not showing that was completed.
Why didn't you complete the TAP evaluation? Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
I don't know what
Do you-
it's evaluation is.
Can you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. TAP evaluation is for them to interview you to see if you have any type of drug or alcohol problems that you need help with.
I never had one of those.
Why not?
Don't know.
Did anybody talk to you about scheduling?
No, when I got released, I didn't have a cell phone or really an address, so it was difficult for us to communicate with each other.
All right, what is your, you mentioned that you have a psychiatrist. What is your mental health issue?
I've had ongoing issues with depression, PTSD, and schizophrenic issues. It's the Center for Healthcare Services is through Dr. Ruth Morgan, and in a different list of psychiatrists, psychologists there for about 4 or 5 years now. They keep changing me around, so it's hard for me to differentiate who I'm seeing or what drugs I'm taking now. But supposedly they're working with me, so I don't know.
All right. When's the last time you had employment?
I'm on disability.
How long have you been on disability?
This is 22, so I think since 2019.
And Your Honor, the only time he reported to probation was the day he signed his original conditions of probation.
Okay. If you were released, would you be going back to Haven for Hope?
For the time being, yes.
Does will Haven for Hope accept you back?
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
They're grown. One granddaughter.
Was he ordered community service?
I'm not showing that he was, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court will deny the motion. Court will alter and amend conditions. He's to have a CHAP evaluation while he's in custody. How long does it take to do the MIC evaluation?
I think we're at maybe 2 to 3 weeks right now.
All right, he's to do the MIC evaluation while in custody. Do a referral for Center for Healthcare Services. I'm going to want field visits 2 times a month. Proof of SSI within 30 days or proof of employment within 30 days of release. No employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. He's to reside at Haven for Hope until further notice. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to want regular reporting by Zoom or in person. And probation, if you want to consider one of those field visits as his reporting, you can. I'm going to want regular UAs and follow all recommendations of TAP. If TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. If they recommend outpatient treatment, we're still going to start with intensive outpatient treatment. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so here's the thing, Mr. Johnson. I write everything on the docket sheet, and I know my handwriting. So I know that you and I have had this discussion, and now you know what you need to do. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful in this probation?
I'm confused with something about this TAP thing she's talking about.
Oh, they're going to do it from the jail? Somebody's going to come talk to you?
In custody in jail. So she said 2 to 6 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
Is that the average?
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
All right, and what happens at 2 to 3 weeks if they haven't showed up? I come back in here?
Oh, they're going to show up.
Or what they will, because
Yes.
I've witnessed it, that sometimes it takes a little bit longer.
Well, I've witnessed people not doing well on probation, which you
I've
have not.
witnessed it too, Your Honor. Yes,
So, is there anything else you need from the court?
I think I'm good.
All right, so from here on out, every decision you make, every non-decision that you don't make, you need to ask yourself, is this something that could result in me potentially going to prison for 4 years? You understand?
Yes.
This is your second chance. You're saying there's some kind of miscommunication. So the miscommunication has been solved. You understand?
Yes.
All right, is there anything else from either side?
No, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Probation's going to go over conditions.
Thank you.
All right, we're back on the record. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Oscar Salinas.
defense?
David Andre Wood from Ms. Freeman.
And are you Ms. Freeman? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yeah.
Are you the same Billie Jean Freeman who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 7204B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 less than 1 gram, on August 26, 2019 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? State?
Violated condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Billie Jean Freeman, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July, August, and September 2021 in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead in violation of condition?
I'm sorry.
Five.
number 5. Wow.
All right, how do you plead to that? True or not true? State,
State waives and abandons the remaining allegations.
any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Freeman, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court to find it true, grant the motion and sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility and a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Judge, there is an agreement.
What is the agreement?
We'd ask the court to revoke the community supervision and punish the defendant under 1244A for 123 days in the Bexar County Jail and have the judgment satisfied.
Is that the agreement?
It is, Judge. We just asking the court to follow it.
All right, Ms. Freeman, did you understand that to be the agreement?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 5 true. The court will grant the motion, sentence you to 123 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244A. Give you credit for any time served, and the court will show that the judgment is satisfied. Show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yeah.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. How old are you?
65.
All right, so you're 65. I can say this because I'm in the twilight of my life. Unless you're expecting to live another 60 years, I mean, if you do, the government is not going to let you retire, but you're going to have to start making better decisions and better choices.
Yes.
So do you have this drug habit under control? So what have you been doing to do that?
Well, when I got in trouble, really, it really scared me. And it made me really think about that. I have like 5 great grandbabies and they small and see grow up.
Okay. All right. So you're done with probation. Don't get excited and happy and forget the path that you're supposed to be on. And the path that you're telling me you're going to be on is taking care of, or at least being a great grandmother to your great grandchildren and being there for them.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Also, Judge, as a condition of her bond, she did have an ankle monitor. I don't know if I need to
I
follow
see that?
motion or if I need to speak with the clerk about having that removed. It was a condition of pretrial.
All right. Yes, that'll be removed.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. If you could just make sure that's in the system, Mr. Woodard.
Okay, thanks,
Okay,
Judge.
sure. Who's here on Melvin Jones? All right, what is happening with Mr. Jones?
Good morning, Your Honor. As you know, Mr. Jones has cases with special crimes, CPD, and family.
He's just all over.
Mr. Harrington was gracious enough to take the reins on this case with us.
All right, so which case is with Miss Harrington?
The promotion prosecution.
Okay. And so is this going to be the case that controls all the other cases? Or no?
It's my understanding, Judge, that if we, let me back up. Because but for a very direct question, that it takes a different answer. We got an offer finally that wraps everything up. Okay. What we're requesting is an extremely short turnaround to see whether he wants to take this offer or not. If he rejects it, then I believe it would probably be the drug case that would be the one that we would try.
Okay, and how long do you anticipate the drug case taking?
8.5, 2 days.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson. Mr. Jones, can you give me a jury trial date as well as a plea deadline date? And if you want to come in sooner than this date, let the court know.
We will. Ms. Harrington gave me a drop dead date on her own because it's going to be sooner than the court date we knew
Okay.
that was happening. And so we would let the court know at that point in time.
All right, sure. All right, Ms. Ferguson. And they say that the drug case shall take 2 days?
It'll be the 2022 CR 8529 case.
And are there any videos?
Yes, I have it.
No, I mean.
Oh, to play?
Yes.
I don't
And
want,
how long are these videos?
well, I don't want to tell the state how to do their job.
Okay,
There's a lot of videos, but a lot of them are just police officers that
okay,
do nothing.
all right.
Can do the 24th
24th of,
January.
all right, January 24th will be your jury trial date and your plea deadline date.
And one other thing, Your Honor, Mr. Jones is remanded without bond on 3 of his cases. We talked to the state about that. They're in agreement with bond numbers on my approach.
Yes. Right, just give me a moment. And Ms. Ferguson, can you give them a reset form? You said January 24th, okay. All right, if you're in custody, you'll be brought over dressed in whatever clothes that you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll need to let your attorney know and do a clothing exchange. If there's an issue with the clothing exchange, let the court know. We'll see what we can do to expedite that.
We'll get that taken care of.
All right, and Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form in case you are out, so you'll know your court date and have it with you. You're welcome. Who's this? Who's here on Daniel Macias?
Full Nettles here on that case.
All right, where's your client?
It's coming up.
All right, what's happening with this case?
Your Honor, this case was being handled by Nathaniel Navy with our law firms. Nathaniel just quit our law firm last week. He's going to be going out on his own. So I'm going to be taking over this case.
Well, let's not say quit. Let's say, I think the better term is, yes, he's doing different things. Quit, it, has different connotations to it. Maybe he's like spreading his wings.
Yeah, so he's opening up his own solo practice. He's going to be going that route forward. So I will be taking over this case along with a few others that are set today. And I'm just asking the board if we could have another setting so that I can have time to review all the videos on this case.
All right, have you conferred with your client
Yes, I have.
and conferred with the state?
I have, Your Honor.
Have you received an offer?
On this case, yes, I have, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a plea deadline date for Daniel Macias. All right, January 31st is going to be your plea deadline date. What that means is the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after that date without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand? All right, they'll give you a reset form and then you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Who's here on Robert Reyna?
That's going to be me as well, Your Honor.
All right, Robert Reyna, today is your client's plea deadline date.
And Your Honor, due to the circumstances I was just explaining to the court with myself taking over these cases for Nathaniel Navy, I was going to respectfully ask if I could have one more plea deadline date. I have not been able to review the videos of Mr. Reyna's case to be able to accurately give my impression of the case and whether I think this plea bargain that's being offered is a good deal or not. We haven't been made an offer. It is a prison offer. And so
Oh, I don't need to know what the offer is.
I would just, I'm asking the court if we can have just one more plea deadline setting. So that way I can go over everything and then be able to sit down with my client and explain it all to him.
All right, we'll put your plea deadline date on the 31st. If you decide not to accept the plea, there's going to be a quick turnaround for jury trial because this is considered an old case for the 187. You understand? Jasmine Shaw, is this your case as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let me find her on the docket. All right, what's happening with this case?
Judge, I was writing an offer right before I got it.
Oh, an offer?
And,
I haven't had a chance to.
Okay,
and then, Your Honor, this would be very similar to the other cases. I'm just,
all right, you need to pull your top down. Mid drifts are not shown in the court.
yes, Your Honor.
No problem. Yes.
And so, Your Honor, the state is making an offer at this point. I discussed with my client, there are a few mitigation things that she has been working on herself, classes, certificates, things like that, that I do not yet have because I've just taken over this case from Mr. Navy. And so I would have like a chance to be able to get all those records, provide them to the assistant district attorney, and hopefully be able to work something out at this next court setting.
All right, your plea deadline date is going to be January 31st. Court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after that date without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court, okay? All right, thank you.
Your Honor.
Sure. All right, today is Mr. Knight's plea deadline date. You've had a chance to confirm?
Yes, Your Honor. He has received a plea bargain. He's rejected that and is asking the court for a trial.
All right, and state, how long do you expect this trial to last on Mr. Knight? How long do you expect this trial?
2, maybe 3 days.
Maybe 3 days? Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date for Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight, your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargaining agreements in this case. I'm sorry, when? All right, the only, you said the 21st?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case. The only way the court will accept an agreement is for good cause. Otherwise, you have to plea open to the court. Do you understand? All right, the jury trial date will be February 21st at 9 a.m. Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form. You're welcome. All right, Mr. Dominguez, have you hired your attorney?
No, I'm not gonna be today.
I'm sorry?
That's what I'm gonna do today. After this, I'm gonna go, talk to the attorney.
That's what he tells me, Judge. In case he doesn't hire an attorney, I've conferred with the district attorney that made me an offer, which is open to the next setting. So we'd like that time to consider, see if he's gonna hire, or if not, we'll proceed at that time.
All right, do you have all the discovery?
I do.
Ms. Ferguson, can you bring this back on January 9th for a plea deadline date?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your plea deadline date is going to be January 9th. After that date, the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And state if you could give them acknowledgement of discovery.
Yes, sir. Just give me a moment.
Yes. All right, thank you. Who's here on Andres Diaz? All right, where's Andres Diaz?
The back corner, good, as well.
Oh, I read this case today. I read this case in preparation for this morning. Wow, look at that. I did actually.
Have you all conferred?
We have, Judge.
All right, you all need to switch places and there's a line back there.
Sorry, Judge.
Everyone. I know that with COVID, people are acting like it never happened. I still remember it happening. So that's why there's a line there. And I will tell you, I was in HEB about a month ago, and everybody is wiping down countertops now. There's a reason that's happening. So I'm trying not to catch anything. I know everybody else is trying not to catch anything. So that line there, please don't pass it. I would greatly appreciate it. My mom would greatly appreciate it, most importantly. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so on Diaz, what's happening with this case?
I conferred with the state this morning, Judge. It's a burglary habitation. There's a question as to restitution. The state made contact with the complainant back in November. There was a question as to what restitution is. We have a tentative offer, but pending resolution or determining actually what the restitution is, we're at a standstill. I would ask the court, I think it's the second setting, if we can pass the next setting to get confirmation as to that.
All right, which page is this? Does anyone see him on the document? 16? All right. So state, have you contacted the complainant?
In November.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. And counsel, you have all the discovery?
We believe so, yes, Judge.
All right, state, I'll need a acknowledgement of discovery done before he leaves.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you all tender an offer?
We have.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a plea deadline date for Mr. Andres, please. Andres Diaz.
January 31st.
All right, your plea deadline date is January 31st. The court will not consider any plea bargain agreements after that date. Otherwise, you have to plea open to the court, or otherwise it'll have to be for good cause. Do you understand? All right, thank you. Always good seeing you.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2019 CR 7204B, State of Texas versus Billie Jean Freeman. Off the record for a moment. Mr. Rodriguez, have you worked out an agreement with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. If I may just get a short continuance so I can discuss this with my client, possibly
Ms.
just a
Rowlick?
week or so.
Ms. Rowlick, you need to have a seat and stop moving around. So find a seat. And unmute. I'm sorry. Could I see the file on Rowlick, please? Okay. And Ms. Rowlick, where are you?
I'm at home.
Yeah, what's your location? Are you in Bear County?
Yeah.
That's yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson, can this come back on January 9th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is being recalled for January 9th. That will be your plea deadline date. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after that date, and you'll need to appear in person in court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused. We'll see you on January 9th.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
আপনার রাইস যেটা জি খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না
On top of that, it is slightly overcooked.
আমার নাম প্রীতি ইসলাম আমি আজকে কোকোনাট রাইস রান্না করেছি কোকোনাট রাইস উইথ গ্রিল চিকেন অ্যান্ড কোরিয়ান্ডার সস সাথে পামকিনের আরেকটা সস দিয়েছি ডেজার্টে দিয়েছি বাহারি মোহনভোগ
আপনার মানে এই যে রেসিপি জি সব কিছু মিলিয়ে কি মনে হয় সেরা রাঁধুনিতে পার্টিসিপেট করার জন্য এটা দিস ইজ বেস্ট রেসিপি
জি আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এটা বেস্ট হবে
প্রীতি ফার্স্ট থিং আমি আপনাকে টেকনিক্যাল জিনিসটা বলি
Yeah, sure.
ঠিক আছে ইটস ভেরি ড্রাই সেকেন্ড জিনিস হলো গিয়ে হোল রোস্ট ইজ নট দি আইডিয়াল থিং টু ডু ওয়েন ইউ আর সার্ভিং দিস অ্যাট আ রেস্টুরেন্ট অর এরকম একটা কুকিং শোতে ইউ ডোন্ট এক্সপেক্ট দ্য জাজেস অর দ্য কাস্টমার এটাকে কেটে নেবে অন টপ অফ দ্যাট ইট ইজ স্লাইটলি ওভারকুকড
এখন একটু আমরা টেস্ট করে দেখি আপনার রাইস যেটা জি খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না ভালো থ্যাংক ইউ আর ডেজার্টটাও মাইল্ড মানে মিষ্টির ব্যালেন্সটা ভালো আছে জি জি কিন্তু ব্যাপারটা হয় কি যে যখন আমরা অডিশনে আসি তখন এতগুলো জিনিস দিয়ে আসলে অডিশন না আমি এনেছি কারণ আমি হচ্ছে ফুল প্ল্যাটারটাই সার্ভ করতে ঠিক আছে আমার ইন্টেনশন এতগুলো না দিয়েও আপনি শুধু একটার উপর যদি ফোকাস দিতেন জি জি তাও মনে হয় আপনার আমি সবগুলোর উপরে সমান ফোকাস দিয়েছি বাই মিস্টেকেনলি একটু ফল্ট হয়েছে হয়তো কিন্তু আমি চেষ্টা করছি খুব যত্ন করে করার অ্যাকচুয়ালি
আসলে যত্নের ছোঁয়া এখানে আছে আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি এবং রেসিপির মধ্যেও আমার কাছে ভিন্নতা লেগেছে আর কিছু টেকনিক্যাল ফল্ট আছে তো আমার মনে হয় ওইগুলো যদি একটু কারেকশন করা যায় তাহলে ইট ওয়াজ গুড
প্রীতি দ্য চিকেন হ্যাজ ফ্লেভার চিকেনটা মজা সসটাও মজা রাইট বাট বেসিকে প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে বেসিক ইজ আপনার কুকিংটাই তো ওভারকুকড
আমাকে অ্যাকচুয়ালি পোলট্রি চুজ করতে হতো মেবি এই ক্ষেত্রে
ফার্মের মুরগি ইউজ করলে মনে হয়
পোলট্রিটা বেশি জুসি
অফ কোর্স
আমার এটা ফল্ট হয়েছে এটা আমি বুঝছি
প্রীতি আই থিঙ্ক ওভারঅল টেস্ট ভালো আছে অ্যান্ড আই থিঙ্ক ইটস আ গুড এফোর্ট উই ওয়ান্ট টু গিভ ইউ আ চান্স
থ্যাংক ইউ
ওয়েট করেন আসেন আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড হবে
আমার খুবই ভালো লাগছে যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পেয়ে গেছি আমি কিন্তু কনফিডেন্ট ছিলাম যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পাবো আর আমি এখন অপেক্ষায় আছি নেক্সট রাউন্ডে ঢাকা যাওয়ার জন্য আমি আশাবাদী যে আমি ঢাকা পর্যন্ত যেতে পারবো
Mình đã xong con nhím với cái màu nâu này nhá. Phần những lá mình sẽ tô bằng màu xanh. đang trồng cây mình cũng tô bằng màu xanh nha. Đây nữa nè. Đây là các phần cái cây nhỏ ở dưới của một cái tán lá cây to nhá. Những cây cỏ nhỏ ở dưới á. Phần gốc cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nè. Thân cây. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Phần thân cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nha. Một gốc cây cổ thụ rất là to. Với tán lá này mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu xanh lá này nhá.
আপনার যদি লাক ভালো থাকে আমাদের সাথে নেক্সট অডিশন রাউন্ডে আপনি যেতে পারবেন। হ্যাঁ,
মানে এটা আপনি কেকের উপর দিতে পারেন না, দিস ইজ প্লাস্টিক, রাইট?
ওকে ওকে।
থ্যাংক ইউ। আপনি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন কি বানাতে পারেন?
ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন আমি পারি না।
আমার মনে হয় আপনি একটু সময় নেন, ভালো করে শিখেন।
জি।
হ্যালো শেফ, হ্যালো ম্যাম, হ্যালো ম্যাম।
হ্যালো।
এটা হলো আমি করেছি কোয়েল বেগুনের কালাই টাক। আমার আঞ্চলিকতাকেই আমি ফিউশন হিসেবে এখানে তুলে ধরেছি। আর পাশে ডেজার্ট হিসেবে রেখেছি জাম্বুরা খোসার মালাই চাপিটা।
ইন্টারেস্টিং। এটা প্লেট করা কোথা থেকে শিখলেন?
এমএ কমপ্লিট করার পরে যখন ঢাকাতে চাকরি প্রিপারেশনের জন্য যাই, তখন ওখান থেকে 3 মাসের একটা কোর্স করেছিলাম। ওখানে আপনার ডেকোরেশন, প্লেটিং অনেক কিছু শিখাইছিল। ছোটোখাটো কিছু ওখান থেকেই শেখা হয়েছে। আর ইউটিউব, সুপার শেফ, মাস্টার শেফ, কানাডিয়ান, অস্ট্রেলিয়ান এইসব দেখেই শিখেছি। আর আপনার ফুড নিয়ে এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করতে ভালোবাসি। খাদ্যের অবশিষ্ট অংশ ফেলে দিয়ে আমরা অনেক সময় নষ্ট করি, যাতে ওইগুলো আমরা ফুড হিসেবে আবার প্লেটিং করতে পারি, সেই হিসাবে এটা আমার করা। জাম্বুরার
সেরা রাঁধুনিতে কি ফার্স্ট টাইম?
না, এবার দিয়ে আমার সেকেন্ড টাইম।
আচ্ছা,
এর আগের বার আমি এসেছিলাম আপনার ওই টিভি ছিল।
আপনি কিচেনে কাজ করেন না কেন?
জি, জি।
হোটেল বা রেস্টুরেন্টে কাজ করেন না?
আমি আপনার 17-18 মাস মতন কাজ করেছিলাম পাবনা রূপপুর পারমাণবিকের পাশে, মানে অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট হিসেবে ঢুকেছিলাম, পরে শেফ চলে যাওয়ার কারণে পুরো আমি হ্যান্ডেল করতাম ওইটা।
কিচেন লাইনে কাজ করতে চান?
অফকোর্স, এই জন্যই এখনো এর পিছনেই ছুটছে।
আপনার আইডিয়াস অনেক ভালো, ফুড আইডিয়াস অনেক ভালো, ফুডের টেস্ট অনেক ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আপনার খুব ভালো চেষ্টা ছিল, আর আমরা নতুন রেসিপি দেখলাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
তো আমার মনে হলো আপনাকে আমরা একটা ওয়েটিং কার্ড দেই। আপনার যদি লাক ভালো থাকে আমাদের সাথে নেক্সট অডিশন রাউন্ডে আপনি যেতে পারবেন।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি।
আমি নিয়ে এসেছি প্লেন রাইস, সর্ষে ইলিশ, আর হচ্ছে একটা ডাউল রান্না, বাড়িতে নর্মালি যেটা রান্না হয় আর কি, আর হচ্ছে 3 পদের ভর্তা।
এতটুকু তো এনাফ না সেরা রাঁধুনি হওয়ার জন্য।
কি রেসিপি বানিয়েছেন আজকে?
এটা স্যার ফ্রাইড চিকেন আর ফ্রাইড রাইস।
বাসায় রান্না করেন?
জি জি।
কি ধরনের রান্না?
নর্মাল রান্নাগুলো আম্মু করে, আর একটু মানে অন্যরকম রান্নাগুলো আমি করেছি।
আম্মু তো সেরা রাজনীতি গিয়ে রান্না করে দিয়ে আসে।
না না, নর্মাল রান্নাও পারি, নর্মাল রান্নাও পারবো।
একটু স্কিলটা বাড়াতে হবে। হ্যাঁ,
জি, আমি নিয়ে আসছি অ্যারাবিয়ান চিকেন খাফসা।
এখানে স্টার অনিস ব্যবহার করেছো? স্টার অনিস অনেক বেশি স্ট্রং ফ্লেভার আছে।
খাপসা নিয়ে এসেছি, এটা খাপসা হয়নি।
আবার আসবে।
চিকেন ললিপপ, সাথে একটু সুইটের জন্য চকলেট কেক নিয়ে এসেছি।
ললিপপের সাথে রাইস যায় না।
চিকেন ললিপপ ইজ আ স্টার্টার।
এই জিনিসগুলো অবশ্যই মাথায় রাখতে হবে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
শামিন, কি বানিয়েছেন আজকে?
আমি এটা কাঁচা পেঁপের লাড্ডু বানিয়েছি।
শামিন, এটা আপনার নিজের রেসিপি? ইটস রিয়েলি গুড। আমি খাওয়া স্টপ করতে পারছি না। আপনি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন কি বানাতে পারেন?
ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন আমি পারি না।
আমার মনে হয় আপনি একটু সময় নেন, ভালো করে শিখেন।
ফারজান আক্তার মিম,
জি।
কি বানিয়েছো?
পায়েস।
এত বড় প্লেটে কেন?
আসলে ডেকোরেশনের জন্য একটু বড়ই নিয়েছিলাম।
ডেকোরেশন তো ভালো লাগছে না।
পায়েস সাধারণত এভাবে সার্ভ হয় না।
আপনার নাম বলবেন আর কি রেসিপি বানিয়েছেন সেটা?
আমার নাম মোহাম্মদ শাফিউল আলম, ডিশের নাম লিয়ার হ্যাভেন টিট।
এটা হ্যাভেন কোন দিক থেকে হলো?
একটা স্মুথি ভাব আসে, এই জন্য
একটা বাইট দিলাম আর একদম উড়ে হ্যাভেন। আমি খেয়ে যেটা দেখলাম, কেকটা খুবই ড্রাই। সরি টু সে, আমি যেতে পারি নাই হ্যাভেন।
অডিশন রাউন্ডে বিচারকদের কাছে প্রতিযোগীদের রেসিপির পাশাপাশি ফুড প্রেজেন্টেশন, কুকিং স্কিল, নলেজ, সেলফ কনফিডেন্স সহ বিভিন্ন বিষয়ে পরীক্ষার সম্মুখীন হতে হয়। সেই পরীক্ষায় অনেকেই বিচারকদের প্রত্যাশা পূরণ করতে পারেননি, তাই সেরা রাঁধুনি হওয়ার স্বপ্ন তাদের এখানেই থেমে যায়।
অয়েল ফ্রি আলু পনির। এটা
পনিরটা কিভাবে বানিয়েছে?
পনিরটা এটা কেনা পনির।
তাহলে তা আলুও বাজার থেকে কেনা। তাহলে আপনার কি?
আমার রান্না, রেসিপি আমার।
আমার নাম নাসরিন আক্তার মিম। আমি আজকে করেছি ভ্যানিলা কেক, সাথে আমি করেছি হাঁসের মাংস।
কেকের সাথে হাঁসের মাংস?
কেকটা এখানে কেন, মানে টপ থেকে এডিবল?
নো,
So এটা edible না? And then why did you put
এটাও এডিবল না, এটা হচ্ছে
Plastic or
প্রপার। হ্যাঁ,
মানে এটা আপনি কেকের উপর দিতে পারেন না, দিস ইজ প্লাস্টিক, রাইট?
ওকে ওকে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Mình sẽ tô đến cái phần quyển sổ là kiểu quyển sổ bệnh án ấy, mình sẽ tô đến cái màu xanh này. Đem đê xuống cho nó giọt vào mồm ấy thôi. Đê. Cho tầm 3 giọt nhé. Ừ. Hả?
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আমার রেসিপির নাম হলো ভেলভেটি কোকোয়া ক্রেভিং।
জান্নাত, কি করেন আপনি?
আমার একটা অনলাইন পেজ আছে যেখানে বাসায় ফুড বানিয়ে সেটা কি বলে সেল করি। কারিগরি প্রশিক্ষণ কেন্দ্র থেকে কয়েকটা বেকিং এবং কুকিংয়ের উপরে সার্টিফাইড কোর্স করেছি এবং বর্তমানে এখন ডিপ্লোমা কালিনারি ম্যানেজমেন্টের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি।
কেন এত পড়াশোনা করেছেন কালিনারি নিয়ে?
নিজেকে একজন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হিসেবে দেখতে চাই।
যখন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হয়ে যাবেন, আমি লাস্ট 7 বছর ঈদে কখনো ছুটি নেইনি। সো ঈদ কমপ্লিটলি গন, হলিডেজ কমপ্লিটলি গন। ফ্যামিলি এটা রাজি হবে? ফ্যামিলি মানবে?
আমি 8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আর চাকরি যখন করেছি তখন আমার ছেলেকে আমার মা, আমার বোন ওরা হলো কি দেখাশোনা করেছে।
আপনার কেন মনে হচ্ছে যে সেরা রাঁধুনি সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম যেটা আপনাকে শেফ হতে সাহায্য করবে?
যারা এই কালিনারি জগতে আসতে চায় তাদের জন্য একটা সেরা প্ল্যাটফর্ম হলো সেরা রাঁধুনি। সব কিছু একটা শক্ত হাতের প্রয়োজন হয় কোনো কিছুতে সামনে আগিয়ে যেতে, তো আমার কাছে শক্ত হাত সেই সেরা রাঁধুনিটা।
শেফ আমরা কি করতে পারি বলেন? নিয়ে যাই
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে।
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
4 বছরের অপেক্ষা।
কি নাম তোমার?
ফাতেমা খাতুন ঋতু।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
ডেজার্ট বানিয়েছি হানি সানফ্লাওয়ার। আমি এখানে বাকলাভা করছি ক্রিম চিজ দিয়ে, যেখানে আমি ক্রিম চিজ ইউজ করেছি হানি।
সো দিস ইজ আ বাকলাভা।
বাকলাভা এবং চিজ,
আউটার লেয়ারটা বাকলাভার
এবং উপরে চিজ কেক।
চিজ কেক এন্ড দেন দিস
দম চিকেন, আর ওইটা নান বানাইছি আমি।
এই দুটো রেসিপি থেকে যদি যে কোনো একটা সিলেক্ট করতে হয়, আমি যদি বলি আপনাকে আমি একটার জন্য মার্ক করব, সেটা কি হবে?
তাহলে বাকলাভা চিজ কেক।
কেন?
বাকলাভা আমার বেকিং খুব ভালো লাগে করতে।
কয়েকটি কুইজিনের নাম বলেন।
আচ্ছা, মানে আমি ইতালিয়ান, তারপর এইভাবে বলবো কি, পাস্তা, তারপর পিৎজা, ইন্ডিয়ান কুইজিনের মধ্যে আসে বিরিয়ানি, তারপর হলো বিভিন্ন ধরনের রায়তা, রাবড়ি, এগুলা। আর টার্কিশ ডেজার্ট করেছি, টার্কিশ ডেজার্টে বাকলাভা তো আসেই। থাই কুইজিনে হলো টম ইয়াম স্যুপ আছে, তারপরে হলো থাই ফ্রাইড রাইস আছে। একটু
লেটস সে আমরা আপনাকে আজকে সিলেক্ট করলাম, আপনি শোতে এসে শো জিতে গিয়েছেন,
ওকে,
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
যতটুকু হোক, ছোট হোক বা বড় হোক, যতটুকু হোক আমি করব।
যদি আজকে এখানে সুযোগ না পান তাহলে কি আপনার জার্নিটা থেমে যাবে?
না না না, অবশ্যই না, আমি আবার চেষ্টা করব।
আই লাইক দ্য স্পিরিট। আপনার ফুডের টেস্ট ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এখন খুশি হতে পারেন। আপনাকে যখন 15 লাখ টাকা জিতেছেন, আপনি ইমাজিন করতে বলছে আপনি অনেক খুশি হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন।
না না, এমন কিছু না। ঢাকা অবধি যাই তখন হয়তো ইমাজিন করতে পারবো যে আমি অনেকটা একটা ধাপ হলেও এগিয়ে আসতে পারছি।
ইমাজিন করেন আপনি ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়ে গিয়েছেন।
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা,
পেয়ে গিয়েছেন
সত্যি?
জি, চলে আসুন।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি।
Chân thật và kiên nhẫn con mang theo gieo thiện lương muôn phương bằng cả trái tim.
trên trời cao con rớt xuống đây, được làm em bé xíu của mẹ này. Dịu dàng mẹ cười đón thiên thần đáng yêu.
Mình đang tô bằng cái màu đỏ nha, một cái màu đỏ tươi rất là lộng lẫy cho chú công này, với bộ lông dài. Mình đã tô xong cái phần đuôi là màu tím và màu đỏ nha. Mình sẽ tô đôi chân với cái màu nâu. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Tới cái phần chân là cái màu nâu nè. Bộ lông dài, bộ đuôi dài lên nó sẽ che hết cả cái phần chân của chú công này nha. Mình sẽ tô phần lông trên bằng cái màu vàng. Vàng và cam kết hợp.